Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about property decorator in Python programming. So guys, Python programming provides us with a built-in property decorator which makes usage of getter and setters much easier in object-oriented programming. So guys, previously we had seen the object-oriented programming in Python. Whenever we are going to have the private variables, it is very important that we have the getters and setters for them so that they cannot be directly accessed, but they can only be accessed using the getter and setter functions. So guys, we will check with the help of examples how we can use the property decorator in Python. So this is the example code that we are going to use. Let's say we have the class Celsius over here, and initially we have the constructor which takes the temperature as the argument, and this temperature value will be assigned to another variable, that is the temperature variable belonging to this class Celsius. And then we also have another function, that is to Fahrenheit, which will convert this Celsius temperature to the Fahrenheit temperature. So guys, let us check this with the help of example as well. I'll quickly copy these lines of code and paste this over here. So as you can see, what we have done is we have the constructor. It is going to take one parameter, that is the temperature. By default the value will be 0 if temperature value is not provided, and we have another function, that is to Fahrenheit. It takes the same temperature, it multiplies by 1.8 and adds 32 to this Celsius temperature, and this is the function in order to convert the degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. So guys, over here what we are going to do is we are going to create the object. So guys, let's say we create an object. The name of the object is human. It is equal to, we call the class name over here, that is Celsius, and we don't pass any argument. So by default the temperature will be taken as 0 in this case, and let's say the human body temperature, just for the sake of example, is 37. So we are going to use this object, that is human, followed by dot, and then we have temperature, and then we can simply assign it a value. So we can say equal to and then 37. So guys, what this statement will do is this 37 value will be assigned to the variable, that is temperature, of this class, that is Celsius. So basically it is a public variable right now, and then we can simply print these values. So we can first of all print the temperature of this human object. So we say human followed by dot, and then we say temperature over here, and then again in order to get the temperature in Fahrenheit, what we can do is we can call human followed by dot and then to Fahrenheit. So this is the function that is going to convert the temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. So guys, let me just save this file now and try running this code. So as you can see, we are getting 37 as the degree Celsius temperature, and then after converting to Fahrenheit, since we are taking the floating number over here, and based on this formula we are getting the decimal points, and the value is 98.6. So guys, this is the way that we can use the object oriented programming in Python. Now guys, there is a very important point. The temperature in degree Celsius cannot go to less than negative 273.15. So this is the maximum negative value in degree Celsius that it can go. But guys, over here there is no such restrictions. We can keep it negative 300 as well. So when we say negative 300 over here, and let me just save this file now and try running this code. As you can see, we are getting minus 300 and minus 508 as the degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit respectively. But guys, this implementation is not correct, since the maximum negative degree Celsius temperature that can go is up to negative 273.15. So what we can do is we can use the getters and setters. So suppose we want to extend the usability of the Celsius class defined above. We know that the temperature of any object cannot reach below 273.15 degrees Celsius. So what we have to do is we have to make this temperature as a private variable, and we have to use the getter and setter functions. But guys, in order to make this variable as private variable, we have to prefix a single or double underscore before this variable, and to do that to all the existing instances will be little bit difficult if we are using this variable many times inside the class. So what we can do is we can use the property decorator of the Python that is being provided as the feature in order to accomplish our task of getting the getters and setters as well, and in order to make this variable as private as well. So instead of changing the existing instances of the variable, we can simply first of all define the getters and setters. So we will say def followed by get temperature. This get temperature function is going to take one parameter, that is self, which is the object itself, and then what we will say is we are going to simply return this temperature. So we will say self followed by dot and then single underscore, or you can also use the double underscore in this case, and we are going to say temperature. So guys, this is acting as a private variable over here, and in order to identify that we have come inside the get temperature, we will have the print statement and we will say getting value. So guys, this is the statement that will be printed. Apart from that, the temperature will be returned over here. And then guys, similarly what we will do is we will also have the setter function. So we have set temperature in this case. So I'll just copy and paste this function name and we will say set temperature over here, and we will take self as the parameter, and apart from that we will also take the value that is coming in order to set the temperature. And then after this we have to check whether this value is it less than negative 273.15. that is what we have mentioned over here. So I'm going to simply copy this value and we are going to have the condition if value less than this value over here. So if the value is less than negative 273.15, then we will simply print the statement that this temperature is not possible. So temperature below negative 273.15 is not possible, and then we have to return back. So we will say return in this case. And then guys, the next statement should be if the value is not less than this particular value, then we have to assign that value to the self temperature over here. So I'm just going to copy this variable name and paste this over here. It will be equal to this value that has been just passed to this setter function. So guys, we have already defined the getter and setter function. Now the main problem over here is we are using the underscore in this case as the prefix, whereas we were not using the underscore in this case. So guys, we can use the property decorator now over here in order to assign those values. So what we have to do is inside this class itself, that is Celsius class, we can simply provide the variable name that is temperature. It is equal to, we say property in this case. So guys, this is the built-in class that is provided by the Python in order to solve the challenge that we are facing right now. So basically we are going to provide the property, and then after this we simply provide the getter and setter function name. So over here we say get temperature followed by comma, and then we say set temperature in this case. So guys, basically we provide the getter function that is get temperature and set temperature as the parameter to this property decorator over here. So guys, Python will come to know that for this temperature we have to use this getter and this setter in this case. So now what will happen is whenever we are going to call human.temperature, it sees that there is a getter function in this case and it will try to assign this negative 300, in which case the set temperature will be called, and this particular condition that we have just defined will be checked whether it is less than negative 273.15. If yes, then this particular statement will be displayed and the control flow will return back. If this condition is false, then basically the temperature value will be overwritten. So guys, let me just save this file now and try running this code. So as you can see, first of all, human, it is equal to Celsius. So basically human.temperature, it is equal to negative 300. So over here what it is trying to do is it is trying to call this set temperature function, and since the value is negative 300 that was passed from here, the value is less than this particular value, and that is why temperature below negative 273.15 is not possible statement is getting printed over here. Now guys, next time what is happening is the print statement human.temperature, so the control flow is trying to get the value of the temperature. So it is saying getting value over here, and then after this initially by default the temperature was 0, which was never overridden over here, and that is why we are getting it as 0, and then next time we are getting the value in terms of Fahrenheit over here. So basically this 2 Fahrenheit function is again calling the get temperature over here. So again we are getting the value in this case, and since this is 0, this multiplication expression becomes 0 over here, and we are getting 32 as the value. So we are getting 32 as the value now. So guys, let's say we provide negative 200 this time. So basically this temperature below this particular value is not possible, should not be printed in this case. So let me just save this file now and try running this code. So as you can see, we are getting value negative 200 was set, and to Fahrenheit it is minus 328 as the value that is getting displayed in degree Fahrenheit. So guys, this is the way that we can use the property decorator with the help of getters and setters whenever we want to hide a particular variable inside the class and make it as a private variable. So guys, please make sure that you practice on your own so that on different inputs you get different outputs. Make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.